Unapologetically Eric. You can follow me on Facebook at Unapologetically Eric, of course, or on X at Eric Not Sorry. Today, I want to talk about AI, artificial intelligence. AI is nothing new, but it's getting scary. Like, scary good. Terrifyingly good, in my opinion. It's cool. I like technology. I'm a tech guy, but it's getting scary. So AI, again, it's nothing new. I'm a gamer. AI is in video games. You know, sometimes the game is learning how you play, and it tweaks how it counters you, whether it's a sports game or a shooter game or something. If you're on social media, the algorithms, that's pretty much AI as well. I'm sure some ultra uber techie guy would be like, well, actually, they're different because of. Okay, shut up, Poindexter. You get my fucking point, okay? AI is, again, it's nothing new. But anybody out there, fan of Terminator, Skynet, you know, all that crazy shit, we're getting there. In my opinion, we're getting there. It is really scary. It's terrifying. Few years ago, someone, I don't know who, made an interview between Joe Rogan and Steve Jobs. It never happened, ever. Joe Rogan never met Steve Jobs. But AI was able to not only do the audio, but video of Rogan and Jobs sitting at Rogan's studio having a conversation. It never happened. And to the astute eye and to the astute ear, you can pick up little glitches in the matrix, if you will, and it makes you pause and go, wait, is this real? Now, granted, that was a few years ago. Shit has gotten really good, like scary good. If you do follow me on social media, then you have seen some of the photos I put up that I have made, well, that AI made recently, and I will be doing some more and posting some more over the next few days after this episode goes live. And yeah, it's pretty freaky. Some videos, pictures. Some pictures are kind of obvious. Like somebody has what appears like a 6-foot long arm, or like the left hand is on the right arm. You can notice where the thumb is located. You're like, that's weird. Or 4 fingers instead of 5. You can pick up on little subtleties. Like some of the pictures that I made was a woman holding a rifle. And if you know anything about the details regarding guns, you can look at it and go, what? That grip is like 3 times too big. What is that thing sticking out? Like, you pick up on subtleties that make you go, yeah, that's not real. But shit's getting real. Like, scary real. To the point where, again, I think it's cool, but what are some of the implications that could happen, say, politically? Not just in the U.S., but I'm talking global. When AI gets to the point where you could literally make your own movie. Like, let's say you're a Disney fan. I am not. Fuck Disney. I hate the corporation. Anywho's. But let's say you're a big Disney fan. You're like, I don't want to watch any of the movies that are out there. Nothing appeals to me. But you click into your AI app and you go, make me a 60-minute movie with, I don't know, The Little Mermaid teams up with Betty Boop, and they work together to fight off aliens from outer space and make it suspenseful, you know, and you put in a bunch of shit, and then, boop, 5 seconds later, there's a movie just starts running on your screen. As cool as that can be, it's also really terrifying because there's countries out there, in case you haven't heard, that don't like each other. Wow, crazy. And there's political parties all across the world, especially here, that don't like each other. I know, crazy. But what happens if someone nefarious sits down and says, make a video of, you know, Party A or Military Group A with arm patches, and again, types in detail after detail of them, shooting at civilians in front of, this building and, just some obscure location, make the building blow up and show beheadings and all sorts of just heinous, horrible things. And then they throw it on the internet. And it's so good that people just go, oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this. And that riles up the other factions. And then they take up arms, or the military gets involved, or police gets involved, and people get arrested or shot and killed, or, whatever. And it was all a lie. It was all based on fake. Now, people have gone to war already without AI based on lies. Gulf of Tonkin incident, anyone? That got us into Vietnam? Never happened. It was a false flag. Yeah, look it up. Just look it up. Nothing against our veterans, especially our Vietnam veterans. I am friends with a couple. I hold nothing against them. They did what they signed up, and they did what they had to do. But what got the United States into Vietnam was a false flag. It never fucking happened. Now you add AI making a video of something blowing up, and you start saber rattling, as the old saying goes, and we're going to war because those bastards did a thing. And it never happened. Like, never ever happened. It was completely fake. It was just AI generated. And what about politics, especially here in the United States? We are so at odds so much right now, before AI even really gets full bore, really, really good. Well, what happens if, the Republicans take a picture or an audio recording and just spoof it, just make it with AI? And it shows the Democrat, or vice versa. The Democrats make it an audio. Oh, it was a phone call. It was a recorded phone call with a world leader that we're at war with or at odds with. And listen to what they had to say. And it sounds just like those world leaders. It sounds just like those politicians. And the things they say are heinous. Maybe it's treasonous, whatever it is, embezzlement, you name it. You name it, you can fake it. And AI is on the cusp of that. Like, really, right there. And then, of course, the news, it gets leaked, or not leaked, it gets purposely sent out, and then the news spreads it. And again, it doesn't matter if it's a Republican to Democrat or Democrat to... It doesn't matter. Take all that shit off the table. It's just person said thing to person, and listen. And it's terrible, and it's horrible, and it can change the face of politics. It could change an election. And it was fake. It never happened. And as it is, people right now are already going, well, that's fake news, and that's fake news, and that's a lie, and that's misinformation, and that's malinformation. And we're not even dealing with AI yet. Not yet. So who's to say in our next presidential election, 2028, that AI, 4.5 years, 4 years and change from now, that AI, it's going to keep going and getting better and better. These tech guys, they're wizards at what they do. Who's to say that in 2028 that one party or another, or one politician or the other, has an advantage in the polls, and all of a sudden leaked audio or leaked video of this horrible, heinous thing this person did, and it changes the face of the election, and it wasn't real. It didn't happen. That is fucking terrifying to me. Now, some of the stuff with AI is cool. A buddy of mine, another shout out to you, Josh, what up? And he has told me he has used ChatGPT to do research for his job. I'm not going to get into details of what he does because, privacy. But he has told me that he's used it, and it's a very helpful tool. And it is. I have seen and heard many stories about people using it to study for homework or get information on a thesis in college. It's also totally boned some lawyers because they used AI to give them information that would help their case. Precedents, other cases where, whatever happened, and and it wasn't real. AI just made it up, just pulled it out of its proverbial ass. And these lawyers got really, really embarrassed because they didn't do their own due diligence. But you can search stuff on it, and for the most part, it's pretty accurate. Now, if you follow me on social media, you will have read this already, but I'm going to read this because I find it hysterical. So I have been using the AI on X called Grok. It's actually Grok 2.0 now. And I made some images. Again, I've put some up. I will continue to make images and put them up, and I will tell you, I will say these are AI generated by Grok, and you can scroll through and see them and be amazed. And I'll even put up some of the goofy ones and point out the things that I see that are wrong. But I did a search of this podcast. I just typed in unapologetically Eric. Search. And the following is what it came up with. And I'm not even mad. I posted this because it's pretty dead nuts accurate. There is a couple things that made me go, huh, what the fuck? But a lot of it, pretty accurate. Pretty accurate. So this is what Grok said. Went, unapologetically Eric. A name that rings like a battle cry in the digital wilderness of X posts and podcasts. Here's what you might find if you dive into the world of Eric. Podcast persona. Eric hosts a podcast where he dives into politics, life's quirks, and occasionally sports legends like Willie Mays. R.I.P., bro. With the style that's as unfiltered as a raw sewage pipe. I can't help but laugh. That is so fucking accurate. Okay. His approach? If you're looking for sugar-coated opinions, you're at the wrong diner. Fucking A right you are. That is great. I love it. The musings of Grok. It's great. All right. Political musings. Eric's not shy about sharing his thoughts on the political landscape, from discussing an assassination attempt on Trump to contemplating the murky waters of running for office himself. His takes are as spicy as a jalapeno in a smoothie. I fucking love this. Oh, God. Okay. Public perception. On X, Eric's persona ranges from being seen as a master troll or a project by some shadowy government agency, because why not, to being someone's Pookie Bear despite all his sins. I have no idea where the hell that comes from. Pookie Bear? What the fuck? Grok, come on, homie. I'm nobody's Pookie Bear. Maybe some, I don't know. So yeah, that one makes me go, huh? All right, let's see. Let's get back to it. It's a mixed bag of love, hate, and everything in between, much like a galactic soup of human emotions. That's definitely me. Life's philosophy. Eric lives by the creed of F your feelings, a Gen X anthem if there ever was one. Yes, it's true. Fuck your feelings, baby. Okay, embracing life with the kind of gusto that makes you either want to high-five him or throw a tomato. Yup. I prefer the high-five, and I don't like tomatoes. Don't throw the tomato. Give it to the less fortunate. If it's rotten, don't throw tomatoes. Let's see here. Sports and more. He's not just about politics. Eric's got a soft spot for sports, paying homage to legends like Willie Mays, showing there's more to him than just political rants. That is true. And I have another one in the pipeline I'm going to be doing. All right, in closing, if you're looking for Eric's latest escapades or his take on current events, you'd find him on X, where he's not sorry for being himself, or on his podcast, where he's probably ranting about something with the fervor of a preacher at a rock concert. Yep, that's true. Remember, with Eric, it's not just about the content. It's the delivery, the unapologetic, raw, and often humorous take on life's absurdities. I can't hate, bro. I cannot hate. There's a couple of things in there that makes me go, what the fuck are you talking? But that shit's pretty fucking accurate. That is scary. That took 3.5 to 4 seconds for Grok to give me all of that. I typed in unapologetically Eric, hit the button, and bam. That's what I was given. That's insane to me. That is insane. Cool as shit. That is gnarly. I love technology, but oh damn. Sorry, I just punched the microphone like an idiot. Sorry. I'm really animated today. But that shit's bonkers. That is just, my head is going, it's crazy to me. And some of the images I've made, I typed in, I play a game on Xbox called Division 2, and it takes place in DC, and then you can go to New York as well, but you're a character and you go, it's a looter shooter, it's fun, I like it, it's 5 years old, but I enjoy it. So all I typed in was like, a female soldier, dystopian, DC, just typed in a bunch of random stuff, and it came out with these images, lifelike, high def, like 4 or 8K definition image, probably 4K, high def images of a woman that never existed, holding a gun that never existed. I was talking to a friend of mine. She is a school teacher. So as we were texting, I went to Grok and I typed in mid-40s, female, school teacher, light brown hair, helping a student read a book. 3 seconds later, I got an image of a woman, presumably in her 40s, helping a young girl read a book. And these people never existed. They were never alive. They were just made in 3 seconds by a program. And I believe I posted that, but if I did not, I will be doing that once this episode goes up, because it is terrifying. And yeah, of course, you could zoom in and take a look, and you can find the little flaws, but to the untrained eye, or the person that has no intuition or no just thought process and just takes things at face value, which is the vast majority of humanity, if you really think about it, they will just look out and go, wow, who's that? Oh, they're fake. What do you mean they're fake? Those people didn't exist. No way. And you have to show them the little details that they didn't pick up on. Hence my concern, and I'm not alone, that's for sure, when it comes to political ramifications or military actions in the future. Who's to say that something will pop off because of fake, just fake? There was a movie years ago, I believe it was called Wag the Dog. It was a political-based movie, and ultimately they were doing something like this, but it was not AI generated, but it was a fake thing. They were trying, if memory serves me right, something was going on. I think it was the president, and it was something negative, and they wanted to spin it away and get the eyes off of that political figure. So they faked a war. They hired some actress and put makeup on her, and they put her on a sound stage, and they did either green screen or whatever. They set it up, and they made it look like it was real, but it was fake. It was a fake war, a fake attack. It was an actress, and so on and so forth. But now they won't even have to do that. So there will not be an actor or an actress in the future, or a boom operator or an editor or anything that may have to be, removed, wink, wink, that may know a little too much, wink, wink. And now it's just going to be someone sitting at home, typing in a computer, few words, and then fake. Fake war, fake politicians. Well, they're all fake, but fake everything. We have a hard time now trying to figure out what the news really is, what the real news is, without political spin or bias or details just magically being left out. We're already dealing with that now with people and their agendas. Now, in in the future, it's going to be all fake. It's all going to be computers that do that shit. It's terrifying. Cool, very cool, but very terrifying. So be aware of some of the stuff. It's crazy. If you have an X account and you pay for premium, try it out. It is wild as fuck, dude. Wild as fuck. So thank you for listening. I do appreciate it. If you like the episode, share all that, all that fucking routine. But and again, thank you for listening. And until next time, y'all take care.